Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Have I done one?
The last interview?
I want to say yeah, nigga. Like, I
Wow.
think so. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. I
man.
haven't done any interviews in a couple of years. Not that I remember.
Wow, that's crazy.
Unless
Man.
it's the ones I be making up. I be making some up on my own. Like I just be putting a question down and I look like I'm talking to somebody answering it. Yeah, I be doing that shit sometimes. It
Ain't
look
nothing
like
wrong
I'm on
with
an
it.
interview, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but we got the legend, Lady Kim. Man, how you doing? How you been? What took
What's
you so
up,
long?
G, baby? It's been a while. It's been about
Yes.
a couple of years.
Yes, I say about a couple years for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Cause last interview we did was great. Oh, we talked about PMC and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I got all kind of people had started hitting my inbox up. I think that's the interview where I said that Lil Phat reminded me of
Oh, yeah.
Youngboy reminded me of Lil Phat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the interview, and everybody was hitting my DM like facts, and Youngboy engineer had hit me up around the same time that you had dropped it, and so I tried to call back, and like a year and some change went by, and I was just like, what were they calling for? Oh my God! I think
You ain't know he called?
his engineer name was Cheese. They call it like 1 in the morning. No, they call it like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't see it till 1 p.m. the next day. This was after you had dropped that interview.
Wow.
And like the next day, I look at my DM and I'm like, who's this missed call from Cheese? Who's Cheese? So I go to his page to look and I'm like,
Damn.
hold on, he's the yo with Youngboy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm calling back and I'm calling back, hey, I missed your call, like texting everything, like a whole year and a half went by.
Wow.
And I was just stuck with, man, what were they calling for?
Man, they was trying to get with you.
Yeah, but it came full circle.
Yeah.
I went up to Gravedigger in February. It came full circle.
Wow. How was that experience?
Off the chain, bro. It was off the chain. I don't know if I can speak on it. Probably could speak on it now.
I mean, the record not. I mean, the stuff not out.
Right, yeah. But you know, at the time with parole and you know, you got to get permission and this, that, blah, 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 blah. So I snuck up there. And man, like real genuine, hard worker. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got our vices. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta smoke my weed to get in my zone. Like we all gotta. You know, as a creative, you know what I'm saying? Even if you go back to Beethoven days, nigga, like even Beethoven was, you know, we got to elevate our mind to get creative.
Yes.
And so I see why his run is so long because I seen him just, in the 3 or 4 hours I was there, he did at least about 8 songs. On air personality, so it's unscripted here.
So you say y'all did about 7 or 8 songs?
No, I watched him he did about, like in the 3-4 hours I was there, I saw him do like about 8 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, like this shit was like crazy. And I mean, he was gunning them down, like, and I'm like, damn, I see why, you know what I'm saying, he put out so much because he, in one session, in 1 or 2, 3 hours, like the nigga got 5 or 6, 7 songs. And so so we get up there. Well, I was asked to come up there by him because, you know, they remember me from all the Lil Phat songs. And so he was asking about me. And so shout out to Mel from Trill Entertainment for
shout out to OG Mel.
Yeah, Mel hit me up. He's like, hey man, they got something for you to get on this, that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm not knowing really what I'm going up there. I'm like, they booked the flight, I'm headed out. And I was just getting back from Indianapolis. So shout out to Indianapolis, man. Indy they love me. I'm there at least, it's what, August? I done been there at least about 4 times. So they stay booking me in Indy. But so when I got back from Indy, I was home for 1 day and then I flew out to Salt Lake City. And so so I get up there and, you know what I'm saying, niggas like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, gave me like the tightest hug. Like,
he gave you a hug like that?
Y'all, man, like, yeah, like he knew who the fuck he was hugging. Like, and so he was like, you a legend. Cause I was like, man, I call him the GOAT. And he's like, nah, you a legend. You've been doing this for a long time, Kim. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this for like since 2002, nigga. Like, we in 2024. You know what I'm saying? But my first time in the studio was like in 1993. So that's how long I've been working, you know, fucking with the music and stuff like that. And so, you know, I got up there and Nigga start working, and I'm just sitting there
So
like.
did you and Youngboy have a song? Did y'all do a song together? Like
We did 4 songs together.
I'm saying you singing, hook on.
We did 4 songs together with just me on it, me and him on it. Actually, it's one song he already had for me to do. Yeah. Like he already know what I was supposed to sing.
And it's all unreleased.
It's all unreleased. It's probably not even mixed. You know what I'm saying? Because he got in a blender right after that, where he got shipped back to Louisiana. Yeah. And so yeah, by the end of the night or whatever, like me and him had did 4, but he had one specifically that he wanted me on. That's the whole reason why I was there. And so we worked on that one first. And then the other 3 that I did, he literally was singing and saying what to say, and I was just transferring it on the track in my way, you know, adding sauce to it. So it was a good experience. I at that point, like I was just like I can't believe where the fuck I am. Like, bitch, like, can't nobody come right here right now. Yeah. And so I had to step back, like, it didn't hit me till I was on my way home. Shit always hit me when I'm on my way home. And I was just like, wait, I was just in Salt Lake City, bitch, like, in the snow. You know, like, when I was on my way home, I'm talking about, like, off the flight, driving from New Orleans to Lafayette, like, wait. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was driving, I'm like, oh, I'm coming from, in my head, I'm always coming from a balloon release when I fly from New Orleans. So I'm just driving back regular, but then in the middle of the drive, I'm like, bitch, you just come from whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. And so I was like, thank you, God. And so that was early this year, like in February. But the last couple of years, you know what I'm saying, I've been working, and I moved to Atlanta for a little while in the beginning of January of 2023, I want to say. Yeah, so I moved to Atlanta back last year in January. And Atlanta was cool. Atlanta was going good, but right when I got there, like the first couple of 3 weeks that I got there, my homegirl got killed out here in Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to my homegirl, Comonique, Nikki, Savoy. Her 2 sons is my godchildren, and she was killed by her husband and stuff like that. So like my first 3 weeks in ATL, like
I think those was it like national news or something like?
Pretty much, yeah.
Louisiana,
I heard about definitely, that. Yeah.
I didn't know that was your friend. Wow.
Yeah, that was my best friend. That's one of my best friends.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you know, watching her go through that domestic thing, and you see it happening. As people on the side, you see it happening. You're like, girl, you know what I'm saying? You know, you tell her to leave, she leave, whatever. You know, in the relationships or marriages, because she was actually married soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just an easy thing to just break off. You know, and so you know, we see it all happening, unfolding, but you just never think it'll ever get to that moment when it gets to that moment. Yes, and when you get to that moment, it's like, you know, so I'm in Atlanta getting ready to start a session, and I get this phone call, and I'm like, so immediately after me being in Atlanta for 3 weeks, I had to come back home to Lafayette for 3 weeks. So by the time I got back to Atlanta, my vision, my whole, I'm out here, like all that shit had just changed. Yeah, and then income tax hit, and you know when income tax hit, they start flying me over everywhere. So I started flying, doing balloon releases here, there, going to Ohio, going to Indianapolis, going to Chicago, like just hitting all these, you know, Memphis. I just start flying everywhere. So I'm still not in Atlanta. Yes. Like I'm here, but then now I'm flying off, you know, which it was fun. It was a good experience. And then I had like a bad sinus problem. Like it's like I couldn't shake the flu or something. It's just, I was real nasal. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? But I sing from my stomach, so I could still go out and sing and don't sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you said that in your post. You was like, I'm sick, but I'm here singing. I think you had posted something like you was sick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was bad. Like, I couldn't breathe at night. I would have to sleep with my mouth open. Like, I don't know. So it was like a bad sinusitis that I caught flying here and there and doing this until the fact that I lost my smell, and I haven't been able to smell since. So you can't smell? I can't smell. I can't smell anything. Are you serious? I had sinus surgery, and that's what I'm saying. I had to I kept going back and forth from Louisiana to Atlanta. I'm talking about in a weekend or in a few days, I was hitting that 8-hour slab like it was 3 hours. So you was driving? I was driving back and forth, yes. Yeah. Well, when it came to Louisiana, you know, coming home or whatever. Well, if you're moving like that, just flying, that's just too much money. Like, you might as well, Well, they pay.
Oh, they pay
On the flight. Yeah, they pay.
Yeah, well, you good.
When you book me, look, I'm about to plug myself in, baby.
Yeah.
When you book me, you're paying for the singing fee, you're paying for the flight and my hotel. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can pay in installments if you can't really afford that whole big singing fee or whatever. I'm not gonna say the number because it could change at any time.
For sure, because you're the legend. But man,
And so
you can't breathe. I mean, you can't smell.
I still can't smell. And everybody's like, well, how's you cooking? Well, I can still taste salt and sweet, but I can't taste like an onion flavor. I can't taste like a strawberry flavor. I can't, but I know what it tastes like in my mouth as texture. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm able to connect that to my head, and it gives me pleasure to eat.
Okay.
Because on first I was like, I wasn't eating anything. And so I had, like I said, I had sinus surgery. And so the doctor said, well, maybe in about 3 months after sinus surgery, you'll be able to smell. So 3 months after the surgery, couldn't smell, still couldn't smell. Also, like my liver started tripping out of nowhere. Yeah, like my liver, I'm not gonna say out of nowhere, but my liver, they were saying that my liver count was high. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so at this time, I'm like losing weight, but I'm thinking it's because I'm not eating, because I can't smell. Everything tastes nasty. Like the chicken and the meat tastes rubbery. Like it was different when I first lost my smell. It was just like, so I wasn't eating. So I thought it was from that. And so, so they brought me in. And then one day I was just so thirsty. I'm talking about real thirsty. I'm diabetic too. But one day I was like super thirsty. And like no matter what I drunk, anything, like it was just like just dry. And so I go to the emergency room. And so they ran tests and this and that. And it was just like, you going into liver failure. And I'm just like, I don't drink no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink alcohol at all because of diabetes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little wine, but like everybody know I'm against. I don't like alcohol. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like the way it make me feel. Like it just, I can't control, emotions on it. Yeah. And so I don't fuck with alcohol at all. So I'm just like, what the fuck? But I was a heavy opioid taker at one point, like for like 13 years, like up until when I got sick, pretty much. And so they saying it wasn't from that, but in my heart of hearts, I felt, you know what I'm saying, it had to be from that. Because like I said, I don't drink alcohol. I don't do things to damage my liver or whatever. I eat real good, you know what I'm saying? And so then it went from them saying liver failure to lymphoma cancer, and that's cancer of the liver. Yeah. So I got misdiagnosed because I got misdiagnosed because when I went in to do the biopsy to check on my liver to see what, like at what status it was, there was no cancer at all. And so I wake up, because right before they did the surgery, it's like, look, if you do have lymphoma cancer, we're going to put this little whatever stent or whatever. So whenever you go do dialysis, or not dialysis, what it's called? Chemo. Okay, chemo, yeah. So I'm in the hospital. I'm like, bruh, are you fucking serious right now? Yeah. In the middle of me flying here, I got a brand new car, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everything just comes to a stop. And I'm just like, bruh, like, and the year before that I had COVID, I was in the hospital, like hospitalized. It's just like so much shit. So I'm in there like literally depressed. I'm done. Like it's, my sisters, they come and they praying, they fighting for me. Shout out to my sisters and my family and my close friends that did come around that time. And my homegirl Ice Doll, I was at her house recovering, you know what I'm saying, while being sick. So big shout out to them. Everybody who helped me, y'all, thank y'all so fucking much, bruh. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, really, whenever you get sick or whenever things happen to you, that's when you find out who really riding for you, And so they had real patience with me because when I'm sick, I'm just like, like I'm not myself. Yeah. And I'm the strong one, you feel what I'm saying? And so, so they misdiagnosed me. I come out of there. I didn't have the little thing. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And so my godchild that be with me, KK, she was just like, well, they say it's not cancer. So I'm like, what? And so now I'm like, happy. Yeah. But then I'm like, well, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And so they prescribed me some medicine that I took for 6 months, uracil oil. And it was to help, like, because I had gallbladders and things like that. So I went through that right after sinus surgery.
Hold on. Sinus surgery, something going on with your liver, gallbladder. Hey, Lady Kim, you had some stuff going on,
bro.
So,
And I mean, if you go to my gram, it don't look like none of this shit was going on. I mean, you see me losing the weight. Like if you go from, like you see, damn, she getting small, but you know, everybody on Ozempic now, everybody on some type of weight loss medicine. Some people thought I wouldn't get my body done, like just like the most, like not even really knowing this bitch going through the fucking storm with this. You know, I don't even give a fuck about I didn't even like the weight loss because I didn't look like myself. So for a while, I wouldn't get on the gram, you know? And so all that's going on, and that's 2023, how that ended. 2021 started, the first day I was on a flight.
What, 2024?
January.
2024, okay.
2024 started, the first day of January, I was on a flight leaving. I'm like, ooh, this might be a good year, you know what I'm saying? This might be, you know, I'm already working on the first day. It's New Year's and I'm going work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. So January came and Money Long song Made for Me was going hot, so I'm like, ooh, let me cover it. So I did the cover to Money Long Made for Me, and I'm like, fuck, I might as well just put it out for Valentine's Day. So I did all that, did all the paperwork behind it, got the license behind it. I put that out for Valentine's Day. And then, like I said, I kept flying out, going here and there, doing these balloon releases. Y'all hit me up if y'all need one, 337-909-7704. I fly anywhere in the country, this, that, blah, blah.